Hello, this is Tom Sillis. I'm the CEO of wetcrow.com. Title of this video is SAT Tutors on wetcrow.com. Now, if you want to see a more thorough thing, you can watch the video I just did before GMAT testing. Again, I'm going to be, there's some housekeeping first, and I'll come back to the subject. Please subscribe to this video, watch this video, and like this channel. And I'm sorry, I had it backwards. I'm getting a little senile here at 70. Okay, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and watch this video front to back, because we're going to give you a code that's going to earn you about $25 in digital currency, okay? Now, that's going to be $30. It's going to be 25 Nomeros, which is $30 approximately in digital currency in US dollar, okay? Now, you'll be able to use that, it'll double every 5 years, and I'll explain that at the end of the video. So watch to the end, and you'll learn how it's going to help you, okay? Then you're going to get the code, you get the instructions and all that good stuff. So anyway, getting back to the subject, SAT Tutors on wetcrow.com. We're signing up a bunch now at a feverish pace, and we're getting ready to launch in the next 2-3 weeks. So, like I said, you want to be, signed up, and you'll be able to pick and choose. We're going to have a lot of articles that are going on there as well on how to pass the SAT and get a higher score. Because we're guarantee if you use our tutoring, you're going to get at least a 20 to 50 score higher. Okay, because we're going to teach you the tricks on how to take the exam so that you do much better. If you get to the end, you don't want to run out of time. Oh, stop! You got to keep an eye on the clock. Okay. Do the quick stuff first, get through it, okay? The stuff you know, the stuff you don't know, just skip over, go to the next question, and keep on doing that. Then you go back and hit the ones you didn't know. Now, if you're getting close to the end, the last 10 minutes, let's say it's it's an hour each session, and you got 10 minutes. You got like 50 questions left to do. Okay, you're gonna have to do some guessing. Okay, here's what you're doing. You look at the question real quick. If you know what's not true, you eliminate it. Then if you're down to 2, you pick one. It's going to be 50% chance you're going to get it. If you guess all of them, it's going to be a 25% chance you get it right. You got nothing to lose by doing that. If you only got maybe like 25% of the questions, you're gonna, if you get 25% of those right, you'll do 80%, which is not as good, but we'd like to see you do better. And maybe you will. If you got 80% of the questions already answered and you think you got them good, you knew the answer, you might miss 1 or 2, but let's assume you got them 99% right, and you're down to the last 10%, let's say. Like I said, you can use the guessing game. Try to get as many as you can that you can figure out what to exclude. So now you're down to 2 answers that you can pick one of the 2. Just put one in there, fill in the little dot in the little square there, and then go on to the next question. Keep moving as quick as you can. Answer them out, and the faster you get, you look 5 minutes left, you're gonna have to just go guess the rest of them, and you have no choice. You're gonna have to do that. So if you get that, you might get 90% of your answers, or 85 or 90% of all your questions right, and you'll get a higher score. You could end up with a 770 on your SATs on the one side. There's 2 sides to it. We want to see you do well. We're going to give you tips like this. There's other tips I have as well. There's a gentleman I saw. He's got a YouTube channel. We're going to teach you in the class the trick that he uses as well. When you got in algebra, you have the 2 equations. You're trying to, you have to find the common denominator. There's a trick he uses, very slick, and he can figure out the answer very quickly. And it tells you how many possibilities there are. Either 0, 1, or it could be unlimited. I think it was 0, 1, or infinity. Okay, and you have to pick what the answer was, and then he shows you how to do that. It's pretty cool, actually, and you can do that with all those like that. It'll get you through very quickly with that, and you'll know the answer right away. You don't have to even guess at that. You don't have to solve it. You just go and do this trick he does, and add stuff, and when they equal a certain thing, and when they equal the y, whatever, he'll explain it to you. There's a video out there about that, and I'll try to find it again, and I'll my niece has it, and she'll post it on YouTube, so you'll find it, and I'll post it in the bottom of these videos. You can come back and watch them again, and I'll post it at the bottom in the description when we find it. Okay, that's pretty much it for that. We want you to do better. There's a bunch of other tricks. you want to study 3 months ahead, you want to start getting tutoring if you need help with that, it'll help you. I mean, I think you'll do 20 to 50 points higher if you take the tutoring. It's going to teach you how to take the, like I just told you, a couple of tricks. There's a lot more that'll help you speed up through the thing. Watch out for you got to watch out for the trick questions that not equal to that or not, like that. They put it in the description. You got to watch those tricks. You got to read the questions very carefully, because you could be opposite and get the wrong answer. And if you do that a lot, if you're dyslexic and you do that a lot, you may have a problem. Okay, so we want to try to get you to pay attention to that. Look for those keywords. Okay, and in the exam book, if you can write on it, you can circle it, and that way there you know that when you read the thing, it's going to help you. Look for the word no, not, whatever, and you'll start. There's a bunch of stuff like that we'll teach you. Okay, okay. So now back to the Nomero, the digital currency. Like I promised you, we're going to do it. What it is, the Nomero is based on a basket of 50 commodities and precious metals like gold, silver, and diamonds. Okay, it's right now it's at 122. I think it was as of this morning. It was 128 a week ago because of the government shutdown. People got scared. The commodities dropped a little bit, but that's not going to last. The Fed's going to raise the rates. It'll start bumping back up as inflation increases. We know it's going to be severe inflation. That's the only way the governments can get rid of their devalue their currencies. That's how they're doing it. They're swapping, all the countries swap currencies. China, U.S., Russia. U.S. has a bunch of yen and China has a lot of U.S. dollars. Some of them are trying to get rid of them. They have treasury bills. They have all that stuff. So they're loaded with that stuff. They're not going to be able to dump it off at all. Maybe a little bit at a time, but it's not going to happen. And, they're using almost like nuclear, the nuclear bomb deterrent. It's the same thing, same concept. I hold yours, you hold mine, and if you try to sell yours, I'll sell mine, and I'll dump it real quick, and yours will collapse. So they know that. So nobody's going to do that. They know that. It's like a nuclear war, except it's an economic war. Okay, so all the currencies most of them are fiat across the world, across the globe, and they all know it. They're overextended. Every country is well over their bounds. I think 90% of countries across the globe that they use fiat currency are bankrupt already. So the only way they can get out of that is to devalue their currencies, to have inflation. Inflation is going to be good for them because hopefully their salaries go up with it, which it happens too quick, not good. But if they raise the minimum wages to keep up with it, then it's not going to matter anymore. That you'll be spending $100 to buy a small pizza, and then everything will be back to normal again. The government will be the budgets will get balanced, and they'll start trying to balance the budget and reduce the debt little by little. It'll be easier to knock the debt when it's only 1/4 its value. You're paying back. Here I'm holding a savings bond. It's worth 1/4 the value now. And when I cash out, instead of getting if it's $100, I was supposed to get $50. I'm going to end up with $25 or $15. That's it. I mean, if you're dumb enough to buy those, well, you should know. You got to know what's going on. If you knew what's going on, you wouldn't buy U.S. government treasuries. You would not buy savings bonds. You wouldn't invest in that. You don't hold $1 in the bank and get 1% interest either, except for emergency fund. Okay, so it's stuff like that. This is not the purpose of this video, but I just want to put this past your mind so you understand that. Now you understand what the Nomero does and how it works. Okay, I'm going to give you the code at the end. Down below, there's a link. You can register at wherecrow.com. You're going to get an email in about 2 weeks. It'll tell you how to put in your code, which I'm going to give you right now. And then it's just you key it in, into the thing. All right. So the code is going to be 100XT. 100X as in xylophone and T as in Tom. 100XT is the code. Okay, please write that down, put it in your wallet, save it for the next 2 weeks, register today, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side. And, by the way, to register the digital currency, all you got to do is go in there, and there'll be a link. You go in there, you go to the link, and all you got to do is type it into the field. It's not that hard. It's not going to be rocket science, I promise. And then you'll see it appear in your wallet, your digital wallet, okay? That's pretty much it. And then we'll send you an email once a month showing your balances. When you shop online at wherecrow.com, we're going to be having grocery deliveries very soon and food delivery probably a couple months later. it's going to be about a month from now with the grocery delivery. Every time you spend money on groceries, if you use Postmates, you'll use us instead, and you'll probably save money, and you'll earn 2% digital currency, and then you can use that 10 years from now when you're retired, or 100 years from now when you're 50 years when you retire from now, you'll be able to use that to pay for your food for the rest of your life, because everything will double every 5 years. That's how commodities do. They double every year, so our Nomero will double every year versus the dollar. 5 years from now, it'll probably be worth 250, maybe in 3 years. Okay, so don't be surprised. That's just the way it works. We want you to make money and hedge against inflation. Thank you very much. Have a great day. We'll see you on the other side.